Hey guys, welcome to Module 2. You will be creating and customizing your own Google website. If you are anywhere from 3rd to 5th grade or 3rd to 8th grade, you're going to be working on this. Kind of some initial expectations. If you're a 3rd grader, your expectation would be to finish one page with multiple sections. If you're 4th and up, it would be obviously the one page with additional pages as well, customized. So let's go ahead and get started. Anytime you need to find Google Sites, the way I kind of set you guys up with it, it's right here in your drive. New, more, and then right here, Google Sites. So go ahead and start with your template. So the very first thing you're going to get is just a very basic template, not much to it. You want to give it a title if it doesn't already have it. So I'm just going to put my name here. You can add a logo, so you can add a little picture here if you'd like. I'm not going to do that right now. But then you first have a section to start with. And go ahead and put down your website. So I'm going to put website. A few things you can do with this. You can change the size of this banner. So I can change it to a larger banner, title only, the whole cover. I like to keep it at, or at least start with large banner, and then go from there. You can change the text. There's not too many options. You can change the size. You can make this bold. You can italicize it. You can change the size of the actual font, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it like that. You will notice that it starts with a very basic gray background. First thing I want you to do is to kind of customize it, is to either select an image from their own gallery, which you can see I just clicked on this section right here, not on my text, but right here, and this pops up and it says change image. We'll show you the upload here in a minute, but I'm just going to select an image. Now their gallery has a few that they work. Select, and you can see it looks a little bit cleaner. Try another one, see what it looks like. So you can absolutely use any of these, but you can also use your own image. So I'm going to go ahead and upload. I think I already have a picture ready. I'm an Arizona Wildcat, so I went ahead and included picture of a wildcat. Now you can see it kind of got cut off, so you can again go back to your header type and maybe make it a little larger. There you go. You can leave it like that. And there you go. You've customized your first section for your website. Now again, this is just the first page. We're going to expect at least 3 or 4 sections, and we're going to do a few other things. But some of the initial tools that you're going to use, you can see right here. You can insert a text box, images, you can embed links, which is basically taking a URL, website, and go ahead and put it in there, and you can instantly open up anything. You can insert your actual drive, which we'll do here in a bit, as one of the sections. But another thing, if you're wanting to use these tools without having to kind of go back and forth, you can double click anywhere on the screen. It'll pull up this little wheel, which you can again do the same things that you would right here, and just again double click, and it'll go away. Okay, now that you've done your first section, we're going to go ahead and add an additional section here underneath, and I want that to be your Google Classroom. So something that looks like this. To add sections on your Google site, you will see right under these tools different layouts. So you can click on there and you can see it adds the section. If you don't like it, you don't want to use that one, you can go ahead and use the undo last action. Like any good Google application, you'll have these tools. So anytime you make a mistake, you can go ahead and use those as well. But you can see it'll just insert different sections. If you want something with more images and text, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and use, let me undo that, this first one. I'm going to I want an image or Google icon classroom image here. I want the title, and then I want a link here. But I don't like this white boring background, so I'm going to go ahead and look for some tools that I used before. Now, they used to be right here. They're along the side when you add each section. So I'm going to use section background. You can make a duplicate or you can delete the section. But I want the selection background or section background, and I want an image. Now I can upload one if I already have an image, or I can select again. I'm going to, because of time, select one from their gallery. And since this is a Google Classroom, I want something related to that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. And gives me a nice little background image. Go ahead and give this a title here. Google Classroom. And you can play around with this too. You can resize this, you can pull this out. So maybe you want it just to this a little bit larger. You can kind of do that. But I want the icon to go right here, the Google icon here, so it's easily recognizable which this section is. So to add an image here, I just simply click on this plus, and for this I'm going to select an image. Even though I don't have it, I'm going to use a Google image search. I'm going to put in Google Classroom. And logo is good too. Maybe we'll just use that. So let's see what this looks like. Insert. You can see it's kind of cut up. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this until it's entirely in the section. And that looks pretty good. Now, last thing I want to do for this section is put a link to my classroom. So when I click on it, it'll bring me right to my Google Classroom. So here's an example. Let's pretend this is our Google Classroom. It's not. It's an old robotics one, but nonetheless, we can use this. So once you get to your classroom, you want to select all this. You can hit Control-C on your computer and Control-V to paste it, but I'm just going to use this. Select all of this, right click, copy, come back here, right click, paste. And now it gives me a nice little link to my Google Classroom. Alright, for your next section, I would like you to add your own personal calendar, and this is super simple to do with some of the tools they already have embedded. So just like before, we're going to add another section. Again, you can mix up how you want that to look. I'm just going to use the basic layout. Notice it pops up the same way. I'm going to customize the background. Now it is a calendar, so again, you can either upload, select an image. I'm just going to, I don't know, let me do a search for time. Let's go ahead and put that, see what we get. So let me pick something. I kind of like this one. Select it, and let's see what it looks like. Not too bad. So I can go with that. Again, you can use some of their own images as well. If you find that it's just easier to use from the gallery, that's an option as well. But I kind of like this one. So I'm going to put as a title, my calendar. And I actually don't need this part, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Now, when you click on this to add the image like I did before, the icon, I just use the select image. But if you scroll down here, you will see calendar. So I can directly use and choose my own calendar. So you're going to see a lot. It won't look like this for you, but you should be able to see your name, and it'll say, give the GESD40 website. That's the one you're looking for. For you, that's probably all that'll pop up. Go ahead and insert that, and you will see that it'll automatically link in a calendar. What's nice about this, any of those due dates in Google Classroom, they'll show up here. So you can see, you can change the week, you can change it monthly. I'm gonna go ahead and preview what this looks like. I forgot to show you this tool earlier, but this preview tool, right here next to the undo button and redo button. I'll show you what it looks like if on your phone, on a tablet, or on a desktop. So I can kind of look at what my calendar would look like. I can customize it by week. I can check by month. I can check the agenda. It's kind of nice to have. When you're ready to get out of preview mode, you can click right here, exit preview, hit the X, and it'll bring you back into the editing mode. As you can see, there it is. I've got my calendar right here, and it's ready to go. That's essentially all you need to do on this section. All right, for this last section, we're going to go ahead and add in Google Earth. I'm going to go to my layouts again, choose any of those that you'd like, and know that you can also customize. I failed to tell you this before, but things can be moved around within here. You can combine things. You can rearrange it at any time. So even if I had this done, I'm like, man, I don't want the calendar there. I want it over here. You can do that. So maybe I want to keep it to give it some, to vary it up a bit. Maybe I put it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that. So again, I want to change my boring white background here. I'm going to select an image, and I know this is Google Earth, so maybe something related to that. Maybe the space. Let's try that. Looks pretty good. Try that again. And I actually don't. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I'll put the URL here in a bit. So I'm going to try something a little different here. It's still going to be an image, but I'm going to use a GIF. All of those, so I'm going to go ahead and select it, but I need to search for it. So I want to find an Earth GIF. And I've looked at a few of these. Some of these work. Let me try this one. Oh, this one looks pretty clear. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Again, you want to resize that so you can see the Earth. You can do that. I don't want to get too large, so I'm going to leave it like this. Looks pretty good. And again, like we did before for the Google Classroom, the URL, we want to go ahead and copy and put it there. So we'll need to open up another tab up here and put in Google Earth into our search. And open it up. And go ahead and copy that URL. Again, you can also do Control-C, Control-V. I still use the old right-click, so I'm going to go ahead and select this all. Click, point right on it, right-click, copy, and then come back here and paste the URL. Right-click, paste. And there you go. I've got that. And again, I can resize this. I can manipulate this. I can change the look. But the basic work is done here for my first page on my website. If you're a third grader, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and submit that into Google Classroom. But if you're in 4th through 8th, we're going to expect you to add an additional page. All right, 4th through 8th graders, now that you've got your home page done, I want you to go ahead and add at least 2 more pages and customize it to however you want and add the materials and features that you want. I'm just going to show you a few examples of what that might look like. Every year when I'm in person teaching, I just add to my website and include videos and backgrounds, and there's a lot you can do with this. You can see page 1 is what we've already done, but as you go, you can insert additional pages, and you can see on mine right here, I've got 4 additional pages. So let's start back here. So if I want to add another page, click on page. I've got home, which is this page right here. And if I want to do a new page, I want to let's put digital portfolio. And done. And it's going to add a page. Now it captures that same picture, but I'm going to go ahead and reset that. Just start with kind of a blank page. There's a lot you can do with this. Let's say you want to just do a little bit about me page. So that's kind of what I do. I did on one of my pages. You can have it look like, however you want. Maybe you can talk about your experiences in school, where you're from. Maybe you can include a few pictures. You can even embed videos. My daughter made a video a couple summers ago. Again, as you go along, just continue to click on this under pages and add as many pages as you'd like. I'd like to see, like I said, at least 2 different ones and totally customize. Another example might be, a useful links page. So I created something that had a bunch of links that I commonly use in computers, and then I just kind of customize it. But really, it's really up to you on what you want it to look like. When you are done and it is complete, you don't need to publish it, but you do need to share this draft with me, or not share it, but actually submit it through Google Classroom. I will put the instructions there in Google Classroom. So just kind of look for that and make sure I do receive it. I'll let you know either way. Thanks a lot.